Welcome back, pioneers. If you are a true pioneer, drop a comment. Pi Network to the moon, let's connect. Hi wonderful viewers. Today, we will examine the price prediction of the Pi Network for the next few months. This is a really significant subject that all pioneers find fascinating, which is why I'm bringing it to you all. Is equivalent to one Pi coin at $314,159 in price. Is this a just price for the pioneers from Africa? This is the query that is creating a lot of controversy within the global Pi Network community. Greetings and welcome to the controversy surrounding the Pi Network, a project that has generated a great deal of discussion on multiple continents. The African pioneers are accused of wanting the global community value, or GPV, set at an astounding $314,159 for one Pi coin, which is at the center of this dispute. You may now wonder, what's the big deal? Well, isn't it kind of like winning the lottery? Imagine not having to work too hard to achieve financial independence overnight. Does it sound like a dream? However, this is precisely where the criticism starts. While many nations may be willing to pay this price, critics question why African pioneers should stand to benefit so greatly, particularly when these critics claim they have nothing to give back. According to the argument, extremely wealthy countries like China, the United States, and some others in Asia and Europe have strong economies and can thus contribute significantly. I would say don't blink while watching this video so you don't miss any of the valuable insights I've acquired from my extensive research. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated. Make sure to click the subscribe button and enable notifications if you're new to our channel so you don't miss any updates on our most recent videos. We are pleased to have you visit our YouTube channel. Africa, on the other hand, is perceived as having little to offer the Pi Network and only wanting to profit from it. However, we must not overlook the opposing viewpoint. Africa has produced many pioneers, in spite of its difficulties. They contend that the project wouldn't be as successful without their involvement. After all, raw materials used worldwide are abundant in Africa. What implications would there be for the global economy if Africa adopted the Pi Network in its entirety? Is this criticism, though, justified? And how does this affect the world's economies? We'll look into these and other issues as we dig deeper into this debate to try to understand the workings of the Pi Network and its possible global effects. Get ready to journey through the center of the most recent controversy in the cryptocurrency world. We need to first examine the economic environment in order to comprehend this controversy. Let's begin with the major participants. Strong economies can be found in a number of Asian and European nations as well as in China and the United States. They are the engines of the world economy, with industries spanning the manufacturing, financial, and technological domains. Due to their industrialization and wealth, these nations have significant bargaining power. Could they, so to speak, have something substantial to put on the table? As we approach the African continent, there is an economic divide between the East and the West and the North and South. Africa is frequently seen as having less to offer in the global economic arena than the aforementioned nations. Africa, it is argued, lacks the industrialization and wealth of these other countries, despite its abundance of resources and potential. According to this viewpoint, Africa is more interested in taking advantage of the Pi Network than making contributions to it. However, let's go a little further. Africa has long been a source of valuable resources, including rare earth elements and precious metals, even though it is not as industrialized. The continent is also rich in raw materials and human capital. Africa possesses plenty that many other countries do not. Not to be overlooked are the people. The young people of Africa are becoming more and more tech-savvy, creative, and opportunity-hungry. Could Africa contribute these resources and this potential to the Pi Network? Could Africa's eagerness to interact with this new currency be an indication that it is prepared to take center stage and become more prominent in the world economy? We need to think about the bigger picture as we examine these issues in more detail. What impact might Africa's complete adoption of the Pi Network have on the global economy? What effect might this have on the balance of economic power? However, is this an accurate evaluation of Africa's contribution? This is the question we must ask ourselves as we make our way through the complex worlds of cryptocurrencies and the world economy. An important aspect of this controversy is Africa's involvement in the Pi Network project. Africa is a continent rich in undeveloped potential and unprocessed natural resources. African pioneers contend that a sizable fraction of the Pi Network community is made up of them. This assertion is not unfounded. Africa is a center of youthful zeal and energy, and interest in the realm of virtual currencies is expanding quickly. The African pioneers contend that without their involvement, the project wouldn't have the diversity and international scope that are essential to its success. However, the dispute doesn't end there. Africa is wealthy in much more basic ways than in buildings or industries. Raw materials include everything from essential resources like oil and gas to valuable metals like gold and diamonds. Africa is a global economy's treasure trove of raw materials. They say that this wealth represents their investment in the Pi network venture. Now consider a scenario in which Africa fully adopts the Pi network due to its abundance of raw materials and large number of pioneers. The global economy would be significantly impacted if Pi were to become the official currency of every African country. It might challenge the dominance of traditional currencies and alter the dynamics of international trade and commerce. But this scenario also begs the important question of whether Africa's abundance of raw materials justifies a higher Pi coin price. This question does not have a simple answer. One way to look at it is that a digital currency's value is frequently correlated with the potential and strength of its local economy. However, a digital currency's value should ideally represent its usefulness and uptake rather than just the wealth of its user base. Thus, the debate goes on. The African pioneers believe that a higher price for the Pi coin can be justified by their potential and contribution. This might seem like an unfair advantage to others in the international community. The stakes are very high and the debate is intricate. Does Africa's abundance of raw materials, then, warrant a higher price for Pi coins? The Pi network's future and its role in the world economy may very well depend on the response to this question. It comes down to a discussion of values and fairness in the controversy. There are those who argue that the African pioneers should be compensated for their early adoption of the Pi network, and they are in favor of the proposed coin price. Their argument is based on the idea that these pioneers ought to be compensated because they contributed significantly to the development and success of the network. However, detractors argue that the coin's high price is unfair, particularly in light of the differences in wealth between Africa and other continents. They contend that it is unfair for African pioneers to profit so greatly monetarily when they haven't provided the network with a sizable amount of infrastructure or resources. However, let's take a step back and look at the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. Value is an intricate and nuanced idea. Coins have the power to change economies and societies in addition to their monetary worth. It has to do with the idea and potential of a decentralized financial system that gives people power regardless of where they live or what level of income they have. Given this, Pi coin may have enormous potential value in Africa. Many underbanked and unbanked people live on the continent, and a decentralized financial system would be extremely beneficial to them. Adoption of the Pi network may also encourage entrepreneurship and innovation, opening up new doors and paths for economic expansion. But the question still stands, does this potential outweigh the suggested coin price? It's a challenging question with no simple solutions. In the end, supply and demand in the market determine a cryptocurrency's value. The value of Pi coin will be determined by the pioneer community worldwide. There are good arguments for both sides in this complicated debate. Ultimately, it comes down to striking a balance between giving the trailblazers credit for their contributions and making sure the Pi network is equitable and long-lasting for all of its users. And that's a discussion that's worthwhile, my friends. In the realm of cryptocurrency, the $300 $14,159 Pi coin price controversy brings up significant issues related to value and fairness. The Pi network has caused a stir in the fast-moving and intricate world of cryptocurrencies. Please feel free to share the current Pi coin price in your country in the comments section. I'll make sure to read the comments to find out what other people are saying. Let's share our perspectives. Alright everyone, this video is coming to an end. Sincerely, I hope it was interesting and educational. So there you have it. These are the things you should know about Pi network. Although the results appear promising, the ball is still in your court. Where will you stand if Pi network becomes the next big name in the crypto realm? Do you think Pi network is worthwhile? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Please subscribe now if you haven't already. You can also reach out to us using the email address or Telegram link on the description if you want us to help you make ads or business promotion on this channel.